Short answer, because we can. Long answer, wait, what? The water temple only has 6 keys inside of it. Not to mention you can't hold all 6 at once. So how are you supposed to get 37 of them? Come on. It's Ocarina of Time. You know the answer is a load of glitches. And sure, a glitch to get 37 water temple keys is pretty useless, but it makes for a very fascinating meme category. Here's how speedrunners collect 37 water temple keys from a fresh save file. Upon starting a fresh save file, the first objective of the run is to escape Kokiri Forest and head to Kakariko to get a bottle. An item so busted that it's the reason 37 water temple keys is even possible. The fastest way to accomplish this is to collect 10 rupees, 5 from hopping across these stones, and 5 hidden inside the shop. These are then used to purchase a Deku Stick, which is used to escape from the Lost Woods to the Zora's River. From here, you need to move quickly, as you can only get the bottle from Kakariko during the daytime. To ensure that you make it in time, you can use the stick to perform a water extended super slide, or WES, to reach Kakariko before dusk, and skip the owl's dialogue. Here, you gather the chickens back in their pen and head for Castle Town. While you're making your way there, the sun is gonna set. You can still make it to Hyrule Castle Town by doing a bit of a Schrodinger's drawbridge trick, where if you last see the drawbridge down and then look away, you can make it to the drawbridge after sunset and ride the chain up to the top, since the drawbridge isn't actually up until you look at it when it's supposed to be up. This can be a major time save, but unfortunately I messed it up, so I had to wait until daytime. This saved me from having to clip into the shop at night, but this would be where I'd reset during an actual speedrun attempt. After collecting the hidden rupees from the top of the drawbridge, you can purchase the Hylian shield so you have it immediately upon becoming an adult, because it's now time for Door of Time skip. In this run, the swordless variation is used, which if you've seen my beating Ocarina of Time without pausing video, you may be familiar with. The nice thing about doing it outside of that challenge is being able to pause buffer, which makes this, and a lot of tricks in this run, much more bearable. Now that we're Adult Link, our first order of business is to save warp out of the Temple of Time, get hurt by this Poe down to 1 heart or less, and head into Kakariko to start the adult trade quest. But first, we perform a simple bottle duplication glitch. When you press a button with an empty bottle equipped, and Link begins the swipe animation, you can pause, swap that bottle to a different button, and when the animation completes with Link catching the bugs, a button with bugs will appear on the previous button pressed, while the empty bottle is equipped to a different button. After talking to the Cucko lady to get the pocket egg, we head to some patches of grass to try to find a fairy and catch it on the second empty bottle, while the other one has bugs. Now, it's time to perform one of the most iconic glitches in Ocarina of Time. Reverse Bottle Adventure. Hey! You're seriously watching this video and you're not eating anything? Let me fix that for you. This is Factor, the sponsor of this video. Look, meal prep can be stressful, especially after a long day. So why not save yourself a trip to the grocery store, skip all the prep work, and choose from over 35 meals to be delivered right to your door. Calorie smart, keto, vegan, you name it. With a Factor meal, there is no need to prep, cook, or clean up your cooking mess. Simply heat up and savor the good stuff. When things get hectic, Factor is flexible. Change your order up every week with plans from 4 to 18 meals per week, or pause and reschedule your deliveries anytime. So, feeling hungry now? Get 50% off and free shipping on your first Factor box using my link. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code with your phone. Reverse Bottle Adventure, or RBA for short, is based around glitching a bottle onto your B button and catching objects like bugs in the bottle to write items into your inventory, including equipment upgrades, quest items, and even keys. The reason this works is due to how the game handles bottled items. In the game's memory, there are 7 memory addresses related to equipped items. The first slot stores the item value on your B button, which is usually reserved for swords. The following 3 correspond to items equipped on C left, C down, and C right, and the final 3 store the inventory slot ID from where the items equipped on C left, C down, and C right came from. So, when you catch bugs in a bottle for example, the game overwrites the item value for the empty bottle, 20, with the bottle with bugs value, 29, onto that C button item's value, as well as the spot in the inventory where it belongs. However, the game identifies this inventory ID by looking 3 memory addresses ahead of the button item address. This all works fine and dandy when you have a bottle equipped to a C button, but when you have a bottle on B, things get a little strange. In the case of a bottle on B, the game will interpret the item value currently equipped to C right as the inventory slot the bottle item must be copied to whenever it is filled or emptied. So, if I emptied my bottle on B while a bottled fairy is equipped to C right, that item value of 20 will overwrite my B button, and then offset 3 memory addresses to the right, and interpret that value found there as the inventory slot that this empty bottle needs to be overwritten to. Since bottled fairy is item number 24, the game will write item value 20 into inventory slot 24. Since many item IDs, including those of bottled items and trade quest items, have higher item values than the inventory slots 0 through 23 found on the item screen, this can lead to some interesting results. In this case, inventory slot 24 is how many Deku sticks you have. So now, I have 20 Deku sticks. This is a pretty mild example compared to some of the trade items, which often overlap with flags for equipment upgrades, songs, and even quest items like medallions. To greatly simplify how RBA is useful in the context of 37 water temple keys, emptying the bottle on B with fairy on C right gives you 20 Deku sticks. RBAing with the bomb icon on C right writes a bottle onto the bomb's inventory slot, allowing you to pick up bombs with a glitched bomb bag. Emptying the bottle on B with the hatched pocket cucko on C right gives you the gold scale. An RBA with C right Kojiro writes a bomb bag into your inventory, but deletes any strength upgrade you may have. Getting a bottle on your bomb inventory slot, as well as a bomb bag from RBA and Kojiro specifically, is very important, as if you do this and then go to Dodongo's Cavern to get the bomb bag, something strange happens. The bomb bag becomes an equipable item that overwrites the bomb chew inventory slot, which shouldn't even be possible. Regardless, this specific RBA oddity is a blessing, as guess what inventory slot shares the same ID as the bomb bag? That's right, it's how many water temple keys you have. So, if I caught bugs in my B button bottle with this glitched bomb bag on C right, I would get 29 water temple keys. After doing the initial RBAs with the fairy, bombs, pocket cucko, and Kojiro, we grab the hookshot, the glitched bomb bag from Dodongo's Cavern, and advance the trading sequence until we get the poacher saw. RBAing the saw gives us Zelda's Lullaby, which is needed to lower the water level in the water temple. RBA the bomb bag to get the first 29 keys, and then clip into the water temple. And this is where things get even more interesting. Getting 37 water temple keys is not a straightforward process. There are numerous glitches that are used to obtain the 6 keys scattered throughout the dungeon. We're talking bomb hovers to skip the Song of Time, bow and the long shot, ledge clips out of bounds, ocarina items, weird shots. It's a glitch gauntlet, and I am still struggling with consistency as I learn this run. But it's still possible to get all 6 small keys in the water temple without using any. Wait a minute, 29 plus 6, that's 35. Uh-oh, where are the last 2 keys? Well, as it turns out, in order to get more of these keys, you need to waste them? Yeah, that's right. Before you can start collecting the 6 normal keys in the water temple, you need to use 3 of them to bring your small key count down from 29 to 26. If you empty your bottle on B when you have specifically 26 keys and with the bomb bag on C right, the bottle doesn't become empty. It suddenly becomes a jug of milk that is either half full if you're an optimist, or half empty if you're a pessimist. Feel free to argue about that in the comments. Oh, and we get 31 keys. Wait, what? This is a strange side effect known as half-milk RBA, and it's how you get those 2 missing keys. One aspect of filling or emptying bottles that I have yet to mention is that there is a check to see if the inventory slot of the bottle has an item value of 26, a full milk bottle. In this instance, the bottle on B is emptied. The game then checks the value on C right and interprets it as an inventory slot. The bomb bag item ID corresponds to the number of water temple small keys, which is 26. Therefore, the game behaves as if the bottle on B is a full bottle of milk and changes it into half milk, item 31, and overwrites 31 into the water temple key slot. From here, you can collect the 6 final keys for a total of 37. And that is how speedrunners collect 37 water temple keys. So let's revisit the question. Why do speedrunners collect 37 water temple keys? Because they can, and it makes for a neat little meme category. Currently, the world record for 37 water temple keys is a 35-minute and 43-second speedrun by Genslang, and I highly recommend giving it a watch. As for me, I still have a lot of practicing to do, but stay tuned. I really hoped you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see me complete an actual attempt of 37 water temple keys, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to shoot for the moon.